Good evening, all. Welcome to my live broadcast 222. Now, ask yourself this: what is TBC? What is TBC to you? What does it mean? And how did you get into TBC? Did you follow the leader, or because your best mate got into it, will you try to without knowing what you're getting into? How do you know it's real? How do you know TBC is real? Have you asked all those questions to yourself? And if you have, are you happy with the answer that you've given yourself? And are you truly in it for what it's there for? Now, it's to end poverty globally. That's what it's here for. But there's also a lot of money in it. How many people can say that they're in it to clean up poverty? Very few, I would say. A lot of them are there for the money. I am. Because that's the only way you get into these programs is when you see or when you hear dollars. If you never heard that word dollars in TBC, no way would you have joined it. But because there's a part in there where there's a lot of dollars. I reckon 99% of the people are in it for the dollars and to end poverty second. You know, I think we're 3.3,333,000, something like that, registered. You know, and our TBC, one TBC is worth 9 odd million, nearly 9.5. You know, why hasn't the growth grown as quickly as a lot of people thought it might have? And I can't answer that question, but I have a feeling that 99% of those in TBC are sitting back and they're waiting. They're waiting for the other 1% to do the work. That's what's happening. And then if it doesn't grow quick enough, people start getting irritated. They start mouthing it off on Facebook, things like that, because it's not moving as quick. And those ones mouthing off are the very ones that are probably sitting back, not doing anything to help the community grow, but just sitting back and watching other people do the work. You know, the easiest job is probably giving away something free. And we have something free in TBC, and it's the gift. That's free. I never heard of people having trouble giving away something free. Well, maybe you should charge $10 to give the free gift away. You might get a better start or referrals. Or is it that you don't want to give anything free away to help the community grow? Remember, we're 6 months out before we change into phase four. Phase four is the economy stage. I don't really know. Actually, I don't know what happens here. I don't know what's happening. But then I don't think anybody on Facebook other than admin knows what's happening. But everybody seems to have their own ideas. They're posting up on Facebook all their thoughts about this is going to happen in 2020 and that's going to happen. There's going to be no more gift and all of that. Well, tell me this, if the gift starts in 2020, how are we going to make up for the rest of the billion people? Because that's what you're doing. You're giving the gift away. And if the gift stops, what happens then? Then everybody's getting ready for this so-called TBC Visa card. I don't see that in the blog. Anyway, my name is Keith Pure and I'm addressing the Billion Coin community. Now, we're just going to shoot over some old blogs and we haven't got any new ones. A lot of new videos. If you're interested, just go into the blog and have a look around and see what you think. But I'll just share the screen for now. And first one is called helicopter money. I would say some of you, or if not all of you who may watch us, have seen this. Helicopter money Kringle's worldwide distribution, and see all that money coming out of the helicopter. The rich getting richer while the poor are getting poorer is bullshit. And yet it's the poor people letting that happen. Are you fed up with the system? Are you pissed off as I am at what the elite are doing to our world on purpose? The elite have clearly treated us all as their enemy with the power that they hold today. Are you afraid of them? I'm not. Do you know why I am not afraid of them? Because the truth is on our side. The only way they can win is by lies, deceit, and successfully getting everyone to believe them. Well, then they have already lost. With information at our fingertips, the truth about what they are doing is spreading like wildfire globally. If you are poor and miserable, you can now find out who is to blame for that. I'm offering humanity a comprehensive solution to end poverty fast globally. TBC is money, and I have a lot of it. Over the last 23 months, people from all over the world have used TBC to purchase everything under the sun, such as land, cars, electronics, and everything else. See the transaction there? I don't know if you can make it bigger on your screen, but it's pretty little. But yeah, you'll find this in the blog if you want to have a look. So just call me Chris Kringle because I am distributing gifts worldwide. Value of the gift, 25,000 crinkle coin gift today is $851. Today it's over $2,000 US. That's life-saving money for a person living in abject poverty. It's like we are saving humanity from financial doom with helicopter money. The elite have to plan things out far in advance in order to have a shot at completely enslaving all of humanity. They got to get their lies passed down from one generation to the next. Take a look at this 1988 cover of the Elite's magazine, The Economist. 2018 is the year they plan to end cash and replace it with a digital currency. This will lead people to get the human RFID chip. See, this is from The Economist. In a cashless society, this will be the money of the people, TBC. This will be the money of the elite. Is that chip in between these two fingers he's holding there? You will have to choose. Clearly, we have an alternative to their evil plan. In case you are wondering if I have enough TBC to distribute a Kringle gift to every living man, woman, and child, let's do the maths. 7,598,914,000. Well, I think I've read that wrong. People in the world getting 0.00025 TBC coins is 1.899-729 TBC coins. Yeah, Chris Pringle has plenty of TBC to cover all of humanity. Current world population is right at the top there. Birth rates and death rates. Yeah. Sure, money does make life a lot easier versus living off the land. We all want to access to all the man-made stuff in the world, and you need money to get it. In order for the elite to get their way, mankind has to take a step backwards, first through a complete and utterly planned and engineered global financial collapse. Be on high alert of this happening this year. If we succeed in our worldwide distribution of TBC this year, then the elite can go ahead and pull the plug on their financial system, and humanity won't miss a beat in just moving forward without them. TBC offers a way forward out of the paper money under their control by empowering the people with a currency made by people for the people. We won't always be centralized. That's just a temporary solution to deal with the discounters. It takes time to educate all of the people how to have a people's currency. Won't it be great to just fire the banks and secure our freedom? Exponential growth is on our side these days. How fast can we give the Kringle gift to 1 billion people? If you follow the Kringle Care system, it's like you are in a helicopter throwing out money to the people. Personal invitation leads to duplication of efforts better than any alternative. Blows away advertising, spamming, and everything else. People trust people more than they trust things such as spamming or Facebook posting. Let's say we have about 1,000 helicopters full of money right now. Based on the recent number of testimonials coming in now, it does take a period of time to invite and then deliver a Kringle gift to someone and then to get them to duplicate that. On average, a week is too long for that period and a day is too short. So let's just say that periods take a few days. Plus, odds are that only 10% will duplicate any effort. So let's look at the exponential factor based on 10%. So you got a period one, you got 1,000. Period two, or period one, you've got 1,000 and up to 1,100. So two is 1,210, and so on and so on, and it just gets higher and higher till right down the very bottom where we need that figure, 1 billion people. And we've done that in period 45, can even do it in less. You need to understand that we are not just distributing Kringle gifts, we are also distributing cookies. That's how the helicopters get paid. We got to take what's in my TBC wallet and distribute it throughout humanity to empower them. When everyone is using TBC as money, you will be able to buy anything you want. Can you see the vision of this plan for humanity? 2018 is our year. The gift introduces people to our plan. It is friendly and generous. It only takes $100 to get some cookies, right? What do they get when they buy $100 of TBC from you? Well, they get $100 worth of Kringles. They'll appreciate and value as our membership grows. Plus, they will get some cookies. Right now, they would get 100 million cookies. By the way, they don't send $100 to me, which is admin. They give 100% directly to you for selling them some of your Kringles. Anyone claiming TBC is a Ponzi scheme doesn't know what a Ponzi scheme is by definition. 1,111,111 members will get this particular cookie reward as a bonus for making their purchase through you all. Then 1,110,000,000 will get 100,000 cookies for their purchase of just $100. The next redemption period to convert cookies into Kringle coins will be the whole month of May, and the next redemption period after that will be the whole month of November. Now that will be 2019. Keep in mind that currently we do not have a maximum limit on the size of purchase of cookie reward. So for every $100 purchase, it's the equivalent cookie reward. So spend $100 US or 40 grains US earns you one TBC coin, one whole coin. 200, 80 grains, and so on. 300, 120 grains. 400 is 160. 500, is 200. That's 5 points. And so on. All of you should be able to sell cookies better than a Girl Scout because you have a helicopter. And up here, you know, you're only given for a purchase of $100 or 40 grains, you're only losing 11 Kringles. But you're gaining $100. And then every whole TBC is 1 million Kringles. So you're not going to miss 11. So yeah, go hard and purchase all the cookies. You've got to find a buyer first. Sorry about that. Got to find a buyer. Okay, we'll jump into the next one. We'll have to go quite fast on this one. And it starts up here. It starts right at the very top. What type of questions do you ask? And let me start off this article recognizing that I'm addressing humans and not computers. If I were answering a computer, my answers would be comprehensive, unbiased, and full of facts and measurable figures. But I'm addressing humans from all walks of life, living all over the world. So that makes answering questions complicated. On the one hand, if I put too much detail in an answer, it could turn some people off because it would require too much reading for them and also too much thinking. That's just one example, and I could go on and on with many examples of why it is complicated to answer questions. I'm not going to try dig into a minute of answering all the questions that come up about TBC currently. In fact, I have already answered so many of these questions in previous blogs. This blog does have a keyword search on the upper right side of it to use it, and that's the keyword search is right up here. Search shirts. Right, a question that does come up a lot has to do with the available options to make $10 payment to admin. Well, we know that $10 has changed. So, well, now we have 3 options and more coming. Bitcoin has been the most popular way admin has been paid so far, but we are moving away from it towards Litecoin for many reasons, enumerated in recent blog posts. Credit cards is the third option. TBC does not have a world-class credit card processor today because we fall into the high-risk category for many reasons. Less than 25% of credit cards used to submit payment to TBC are accepted by the credit card processor. That's how a high-risk credit card processor protects itself against fraud and massive chargebacks. Plus, a high-risk credit card processor is not going to have full access to all the benefits that a world-class credit card processor gets to have. I hope you get the point. PayPal is a non-option for TBC because you have to fit into the status quo perfectly to get an account, and TBC doesn't fall into any acceptable category as far as they are concerned. TBC is driving towards changing the status quo. We don't want to just fit into it. As mentioned many times before, the status quo breeds more poverty, and TBC is on a mission to end poverty globally. We can't have it both ways, guys. Another recurring question that comes up has to do with migration. When is migration going to happen? Allow some time to use this question to address the question in the title of this article. What type of questions do you ask? Are you asking questions that empower you or questions that paralyze you? That, my friends, is the most important question to ask. The answer to that question lays within you. It has nothing to do with me, TBC, or any else outside your control. Truth is, if you analyze opportunities around you too much, you will become too paralyzed to take advantage of them. Where else in the world are you going to find the kind of financial leverage you get as a member of TBC? See, look at that. Financial leverage such as this can only be found within the circles of the elite who use platform trading to access it, where money is basically created out of thin air. If you do any research at all on this subject, your eyes will pop out of your head when you discover what is available to the elite. It's crazy. They can invest like $1 billion and get paid like $1 billion a week on a 5-year contract. It's a big secret, but it's all over the internet. Laughing out loud, the crazy part is it is true. Do you think the elite put $1 billion of work in each week? Do you think they are taking $1 billion of weekly risk? Hell no. What's good enough for the goose is good enough for the gander, as the saying goes. The elite have always had the power to end poverty, and these days it would have only taken a few keystrokes on a computer to do it. That's how most of the money is created today, by the way, but instead they have us all running around chasing our tail and becoming more miserable each passing year. What a total waste of human potential is spread throughout humanity within this modern world. TBC was designed to give its members massive financial leverage and a way out of the mess the elite have created. Yes, in spite of this grand gift to humanity, some of you are paralyzed by the questions you are asking, as though the answers would even make a difference. You see, the ones making a lot of money in TBC did not start by asking all the questions first. In fact, most of the questions they asked were self-directed. The most important answers are found from within oneself. How many Kringle gifts can one give out a day, since they are practically unlimited? How many ways can I accept payment when someone wants to pay me for some of my Kringles? How can I become more likable in the world, since people usually do business with someone they like? Who do I want to partner with inside of the TBC community? Do you understand why these self-directed questions are the most important? Because they empower you. You have control over you. You have very little control over anything or anyone else in your world. Why wait for anything? Get going. You really don't need to know all the answers in order to make money in TBC today. Get educated along the way by reading the blog here. Follow the script training inside the Kringle Cashback office. We renamed that training Get Paid Today. Show up to the meeting within your leaders in TBC Watch the videos of the people that are making money now on TBC and ask yourself how you can be more like them so you can have similar results. Sometimes the answers you are seeking from admin might confuse you. Some of you have never hired an employee to work for you or never have led a team before. You have no reference point that would otherwise come from personal experience. This is why I am extra cautious when I supply answers to questions. I do my best to stay inside the Goldilocks zone, and when I'm addressing the entire community, the minutiae of my job has very little to do with your role in TBC. Trust me, I'm doing the best job I can, and even I don't have all the answers. This is a journey for all of us together. I really just want all of you to find empowerment and that leads you back to yourself. TBC economy is emerging now. It doesn't exist yet. The TBC currency does exist now, and together we are distributing it globally. Are you aware that you don't even have to have a send button in order to do your part in distributing it? Don't you know already that you don't have to wait for migration to get your send button turned on now? The bank is coming, but at first you will only be able to get $500 for it. Okay, I'll jump that. I also deal with some people that are negatively charged when they ask questions. No matter how I answer a question, their response to the answer will always be negative. I do my best to make these encounters as brief as possible because I don't like wasting my time. I think I have given you all a pretty good idea of why the type of questions is so important. So, when is migration? Well, in a way, we are already doing the proper preparation to migrate right now. We have been sorting out the leaders of TBC. We have over 2.7 million members, and one stepping forward doing YouTube testimonials will be groomed to become TBC leaders. We have a communication tree structure where we will put our best leaders at the top of it to make sure migration gets the proper team support to go smoothly. Frankly, we can't migrate until that is done. We have already turned on over 1,000 send buttons, and it seems like we could turn on 10,000 more now. Current coin network is pretty stable right now, and if everyone that has a send button follows the protocols we have established, it will allow us to keep adding more send buttons ongoing up to the time of migration. So, if you have a send button, why do you care when migration happens? Ask yourself that. Do you really need a system that confirms transaction faster than Bitcoin right now? TBC and Bitcoin take about the same amount of time to confirm at the moment, so a new coin network will confirm in seconds and will be stable enough for mass adoption, but in my opinion, that's not as important as you making some money now. Go and make money now in TBC. Stop making excuses to hurry up and wait some more. People like that will always have an excuse to hurry up and wait even after we have all migrated. They will still be waiting on something else. Don't be one of those people. You need to. You need the money now. Go get it. Okay. I didn't answer this question before. Here's a quote of what I said, and it is still the same answer. I've become even more gun shy to suggest a date of when we will migrate because I've been accused of dangling the carrot and moving the goalposts and such, and I only have so much ability to predict things once they complete them. The earlier the better as far as I'm concerned. It looks good that within the first quarter of 2018, both the bank and migration will happen. I push hard every day for things to happen sooner than later. Yeah, it's still the same answer, but it won't happen in the short month of February. Got my eye on March. We have to wait for the new coin developers to finish, and they missed the early December deadline by a mile. Holidays impact the timeline considerably. We all have to learn how to get over disappointment. It's much better to remain in a state of gratitude and press forward no matter what or when something happens. Guys, the more selective on the type of questions you ask, leaders help uncover the motives people have that ask you questions. By answering a question with a revealing type question, help the people that ask you questions to understand that empowerment comes from within TBC. It's a wonderful tool in the hands of an empowered person. Right, stop sharing. Just stop sharing and come live or way overdue. Well. Oh man, coffee time. Coffee time. Hello once again, and there we have it. I'm way over time. Oh man. Anyway, thank you for those who are watching but haven't signed in. And Brother Reserve and also Sister Carol. And last but least, my moderator wife, Bex. And I can hear the jug boiling, so it's my job by the looks. Anyway, thank you once again. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again on Monday night, 9:30 p.m. And God go with you and go in peace.